Hola, I'm Fivers and welcome to Revive Witch. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at the only EX doll of Revive Witch. This exclusive doll is called Lilia and she's a Mercury mage. The only people that had this doll in the past were the people that have played the closed beta of Revive Witch. Finally now, everyone is able to obtain her for free for a limited time period. And they have created a new costume and a unique equipment for her. Her costume is called Full Bloom, and you can buy it in the doll costume shop for 98 diamonds. It's really expensive, but I didn't expect a lower price in a costume for Lilia. Well, let's go with her review. Taking a look at her stats at level 90 and Ascension 4, we can see that Lilia has the same stats as Idol Flora and Nasa, so less HP than the other mages, but higher defenses. As we always do, we're going to check her skills and passive at max level. Her skill 1 is called Aurora Surge and costs 2 order energy. This is the standard cost among mages. Lilia summons an Aurora that attacks all enemies 3 times, each time dealing magic damage equal to 150% of attack, and she's immune to control effects while the skill is active. This skill is pretty good. The normal percentage in the skill 1 among mages goes around 300%, and Lilia does 450% of attack as damage to all enemies. The percentage is even better than the 400% of attack that Goddess Dana has in her skill 1, and Lilia even attack to all enemies, meanwhile Dana attack to a single enemy. So yeah, the skill 1 of Lilia does a pretty good amount of damage, but I think that her effect of being immune to control effects while the skill is active is not the best effect for her. Then, her skill 2 is called Brilliant Memory and costs 3 chaos energy. Lilia unleashes the Aurora's power, placing Aurora's Blessing on all allies for 5 seconds. Aurora's Blessing. Doll skills deal extra magic damage equal to 150% of attack to all enemies. As we can see, this skill doesn't do any damage. This skill is just a buff to all allies for 5 seconds, to increase the magic damage of all skills. 150% of attack bonus is pretty good, but in my opinion the period of this bonus should be longer than 5 seconds. It's too short, and you don't have that much time to use that many skills with this buff. This skill 2 makes Lilia a support mage, instead of being a damage dealer. To finish, her passive is called Aurora's Blessing, and at level 2 is generates 1 order energy every 3 seconds. This passive is good. It's pretty similar as the passive of Tunnel, but I could say that the passive of Tunnel is way better. She's able to create 1 chaos energy every 2 seconds. I actually think that it has more value to generate chaos energy than order energy. So I think that the passive of Lilia should be at least at the same level, generating 1 order energy every 2 seconds instead of every 3 seconds, but anyways, it's still a good passive. Let's take a look at her unique equipment. Her unique equipment is called Sparkling Eyes. At level 60 gives 4800 attack, 45% of critical damage, 16,500 health, and 1275 magic defense. When Lilia is in the team, increases self-magic damage dealt by 16%. The effect receives a 15% boost for every 1 order energy owned. Once again, her unique equipment has the same percentage as the unique equipment of Jhove and Goddess Dana. But this time, Lilia also receives a 50% boost for every 1 order energy owned. The bonus is pretty similar as the bonus of Goddess Dana, and it combines with her passive to generate order energy. But the best moment will be in the Outbreak, when she's going to have a pretty good damage bonus. The problem is that Lilia only deals damage with her skill 1, so she can't take fully advantage of this effect. So how good is Lilia? Well, Lilia is not a pure damage dealer. She has a pretty good amount of damage in her skill 1, but her skill 2 is just to increase the damage of her allies, so she's supposed to be placed with another damage dealer in the team. Right now, Lilia was used in a few scenarios in boss fights like Path Not Taken as a doll to sacrifice. I don't think that her unique equipment changed her playstyle at all, because she's not meant to be the main damage dealer, and her unique equipment just improves her own damage, not not her utility. So it's because of this that I don't recommend you to pull for her unique equipment. In my opinion, Lilia is still a doll with a really small use in the game, but I'm pretty happy that everyone has the opportunity to have this exclusive doll just as another doll for our collection. Just as a recommendation, this is in my opinion the best equipment for Lilia if you will try to play her as damage dealer. I recommend the items in the first row and the items of the second row if you are missing some of the items in the first row, and this is the normal equipment that we use on her as a doll to sacrifice. Just choose the equipment that fits more your team and the situation, depending on your necessities. Use the blue equipment if you need Chaos Energy and the orange equipment if you need Order Energy. And that's it for today's video. I hope that I have helped you. Thank you so much for watching, leave a comment, drop a like and consider subscribing if you wanna see more Revive Witch content in the future, and see you in the next video. Ciao!